Hi.
You alright?
How are you?
Good. Better than you.
We've just been awkward on camera, even though we spent all morning together, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's enough.
That's enough. What are you up to?
I am putting the hedge trimmer on.
Do you want to show?
Huh?
Show what you're putting it on.
What am I allowed to say?
You can say if you want it.
What if I don't?
That's up to you. But you're the one putting it on, and you're going to drive it, so you don't tell me what you're putting it on.
Well, it's pretty obvious what I'm going to be putting on, isn't it?
What are you putting on then? Fast track?
No.
What's it going on then?
T5?
You aren't going to do that.
No.
I suggested that.
No, because it won't go on the T5.
Why not?
It's too big.
Put a bail on the front, it'll be fine.
It's too big.
Too big?
And the lakes are not big enough. Anyway, it's going on the T7 225.
225.
Because we've got to open up some gateways for some safety reasons.
Yeah, so just in case there's any wildlife freaking experts out there.
Yeah, you're not allowed to be doing that. We're not doing that.
We're just opening visibility and gateways because we've got one gateway that comes out onto a main
I'm not
road.
being funny. This is going to sound a bit thing. I'm all for birds nesting and all that, but my safety is far much more important than they are.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. And the main road we've got to come out on, I don't really care, to be honest with you, because it's dangerous.
Yeah. No, 100%. It's got to come down.
Yeah.
Safe for everyone. Else we're going to be stacking it out there with tractors and big bale traders and people aren't going to see us coming.
It's a proper main road as well, isn't it?
So,
proper B road.
That's what's happening over there. Blue power's lined up. You just got to make it fit.
Just doesn't seem right to go on, does it really?
No.
I don't like it. I hate new tractors going on the trimmer, but it is what it is. This is what we can do. We've got to work with what the tractors we got here.
Yeah.
Simple as.
We don't have the old standard KTMX, which we used to have.
I wish we did. It'd be lovely to have a tractor with a hedge trimmer on all year round, but we haven't got that luxury anymore, so that's that.
So my morning is going less well than it was. Now here is a stuffer of, or see that there? Right. So the claw at the back is a stuffer to the chamber baler, and these are the sort of guide rails for material to go up through. Now, these rails of this one's cracked off, if you can see, if I can get my arm and shoulder in, so it shouldn't be there, and these two have as well, but they're not bent as bad. Now, what I'm going to do is, I shouldn't do it with them like they are, but I've got no choice and I've got to get stuff done. This one, which is proper bent and it's in the way, I'm going to whip that one out. And I'm going to leave the other two. If they get more bent, I'll take them out. But they are ordered. They've just been... they're ordered. They've just been ordered. So they'll be here in the next 24 hours. And I've got to bail at the same time anyway. So I need to bail. To bail or not to bail? I have to bail. Because if I don't bail, then deliveries end up catching out on production and then everything ends up stressed. So I'm going to whip that out. This is the band, and they last a while and then they go. So what happens is, if you see here, that shears off. So there should be a plate there with two bolts that come out to about where my thumb is there, and they forever shear off. I don't know if that is a flaw in massive balers, because personally, the ones we had on first, originally from factory built, they lasted ages, and all the new ones ever since just don't, quite frankly. Now, usually they go if something hard hits them, but I haven't heard anything hard hit in the last few days. But they've all sheared, so they've all got to be replaced. I even managed to find the nut that I just dropped down the back as well, because that's like a lottery if you drop something in the chaff that sort of lies in there, if you ever see it again. But I did, so all in all, it's not too bad. But the other two are wobbling around, but they're up close, and that also helps prevent stuff get around. That also helps stop stuff get around the con rod and the stuff fingers. So I kind of want to leave them in, but they can't really go anywhere. They don't tend to go on the bottom stud holes. It's only the top So now I'm going to get baling, and I will see you guys later when we start a different job. As you guessed, we're drilling. We are drilling, hopefully, possibly, a miracle crop that does everything we want it to do. And just checking there's enough seed in it, which is soon right now, because we may have made a little bit of a miscalculation, and we had it going a little bit too fast on the outside run, and basically put double, maybe more, the amount of seed that we want to put down in the outside line. So we used a hell of a lot of seed very quickly. So I've just come out to see what's going on. Another thing, I'm not going to show you the seed. Oh, that's something on my screen. Right, I'm not going to show you the seed or tell you what we're planting, because it's going to be a little bit of fun between us and you guys. Then you have to work it out. I'm going to tell you what seed does, but I'm not going to show you the seed. As you can see, this is where I've passed through. Now, we waited till today because we had a lot of rain last night, which is really good. We didn't want to... Oh, my mate's back. This little moth thing won't piss off, or butterfly, what time of day for moth. We are planting a seed which improves drainage. It is nitrogen fixing. It's a big seed. It is a natural wormer. I'm trying to think of all things on my head now. All things it does. But anyway, it does a lot of things. If you guess it in the chat and leave a comment, I will give you a thumbs up if you get it right. If you don't get it right, I'm not giving you nothing. But anyway, it improves soil health. It increases your yield exponentially because of what it is. We're just sort of doing a bit of a test play, to be honest. We are trying it out in a field, see if we can market it, and if we can market it, we will then see what happens, and we will probably shop more in. But we just started on field first. But fingers crossed it works. Anyway, we're going to put it in about inch deep, as what it wants, and we are planting here in June, which is a bit of an unusual time to plant. It is a drought resistant plant. It also I've got to be in drought resistant. It's quite a hardy plant. So all in all, it works out well. But I'm going to sort of tell everyone more about it when fingers crossed it grows. That's the main thing. It's got to grow. It's not usually used in our soils, but we have heard that it has been planted in soils like ours. So we're just sort of experimenting around, especially if we keep getting these super dry summers, as it is. It's a crop that will hopefully help us quite a lot. Now, we had a lot of rain last night, and because we're planting a lot deeper than we would if we were putting in like western wool or white grass, we didn't want to damage coulters or wear them. So we had quite a lot of rain last night, as in hours, which is great because it didn't leave like a dust ball about it. Everything was greening up for it. The second good hit of rain we've had within 10 days of the last, which is perfect. We would like to finish cutting, but we're not gonna complain about it. and what we've got left to cut isn't like super really hurting, so it'll be fine. Just so you know, reactions on the cat. Awesome. Bloody horsefly. Must be train of thought. So, only real problem is you've got to come out with another bag tomorrow because we put so much feed in the outside wrap. But I won't finish this whole field tonight.
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more. We won't forget your names. The tide is high, say goodbye, we're setting sail, and all those midnight secrets told, we'll take them to the grave. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, and I'll be right.
So, you join me, something a little bit different for this time of year. Anyway, as you already know, we're putting the edge trimmer on. So that's all on. I should have done a before and after video, I didn't do it before. So you can see, so if we zoom in, that length there, so obviously that's the road there. So I've hammered that right back down now. So when we go to the gateway, I've shaped all that back. So now, cars can see the tractor protruding the gateway without all the hedge about 4 or 5 foot out into the road. So they can see us, we can see them now. So now both ways, as you can see there. So both ways we can exit this gate, this block of fields safely, and they can see us as well, which again is the main thing. Now, I'm not, you know, it's not great hedge trimming this time of year, as we know, birds nesting, this and the other, but this is such a dangerous road. Safety is paramount, and it is, you know, God forbid anything happen. It's got to be safe for us, it's got to be safe for road users with bikes or whatever. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today, and now I'm going to go and do another access hedge as well, because if we don't keep it trimmed, we'll never be able to get down the lane. So we'll just get out now. I'll show you the road. It's actually school time. It's actually school time here now, so it is usually quite busy. But you can look right down at the road there, and that way. Now we could obviously be in the tractor. We look right over the top of the hedges and see what's coming. Oh. Right, let's get back in this one and go and do some more.
Close to the sun.
So we're down our other farm now doing the access lane. As you can see, while we're doing it now, because you can literally just set the tractor down here, and again, trying to get down. Obviously the sheds are rented for the log boys, so they struggle to get down as well, and we have lorries come down here, so this is why we're opening it up. But it just looks so much better when it is all opened up like this, and you can actually move down here then. But it is tight when, especially trimming. There's one place in it you might use the orbiter really, because with the bigger head as well, and you sort of like, you've got to try and get it away from your rear tyre. But it's all good. It's quite nice little trimmer actually, doesn't it? Anyway, let's crack on a bit more, get this done. Then we've got another gateway to do, and I think that's it, and then the trimmer can come off.
I have drilled the rest of the fields, and now I'm going to go pack it in. Basically, because we slop seed and open up the ground to split it, those splits can dry out. So we want to try and retain the moisture to the seed, especially when showers are around, or like, you know, random stormy showers. Let me just sort my tractor out here. So I'll go on the road. Sweet. We want to retain all the moisture we can. So even though there's the press wheels behind the coulters that, you know, split the ground, drop seed, press it back in, still leaves a slop. So, and being it is quite dry, it's been pulling up turfs. So this is to go pack all that back in and retain moisture. So I'm going to go wrong there. Then also, on top of this, we had enough seed to do a bit extra another one, and then did so much of it, there's actually a bit left, so we can possibly get some more seed to finish that field. And then that's it for the experiment. And we're going to see what happens. But how many of you guessed it? What seed it is? Until someone guesses it, I didn't say it is. Okay. Right. Here we are making the dust. So all in all, going right. Apart from I'm having to basically roll this field around and around and around, because obviously there's no grass. So anyone that ever ends up having to do this, because the field's been cut, it's leaving no lines. Now all I've got to work with is where I've drilled, it's toughed up bits of soil, and that is basically all my eye has got to see to work out where I am. And I know someone's going to say, oh yeah, GPS, you'll be able to do this. Yeah, but then I'd have no skill in being a tractor driver, and actually have no ability to do a job, in my mind. So, I've got quite a keen eye. I am keeping an eye on my line, but as long as I go round and round, I can see where I am. If I try to do up and down cuts, especially on the other side, the way the sunlight hits it basically sends me all over the place. So by following my line, the little bit of grass that I do have is just giving me that shine back against the flat colour of anything that stood, and we're talking like minuscule. So like, I'm not going to say my overlap is absolutely on point right now, but I'm not missing any. And then obviously working with what is left rough and what is left smooth is my other tell. So that is there for anyone that is doing such things that want to know how on earth you get around it. And then you do that without spending like £1,000 on GPS, which in my mind is way more fun. Because if the tractor was doing that and I was doing this, we could have a good chat, but I wouldn't really be doing it. Those in the States, envious, because obviously you've got fields big enough that, you know, really warrant that sort of thing. Our fields aren't that big. Another thing is, I'm rolling at about 5 yeah, 5 miles an hour, because I want it to be quite firm and I want the roller to do a job. If we were rolling grass in the spring, we'd be hitting like somewhere between 9-10 miles an hour, because we're not looking at doing the same sort of thing. We're looking at basically whacking stones in and just giving the grass a little bit of bruise. We don't want to spend too much time on it. We'll spend more time on the ground to get pressed. Springtime, want to just bruise grass, stimulate growth. Occasionally, if there's dung spreader ruts, press that down, okay, and go over it a couple of times. But generally, other than that, we want to be moving over it smartly, and occasionally find our stone that we're going to get rid of that don't go through machinery. So I'm going to get on with this. So I'm going to get this done, and then see what else is in store. Well, end of the week. Hopefully you've all liked some of the insights of what's been going on this week. On another note, which obviously, because the factory's going all the time as well, between everything else we do, we're starting to fill the shed up. How about that? Now, I'm probably more chuffed about that than all the other things that you've seen before this, because when there's stuff in here, it's less stressful. When we're running out of product, everything's real stressful, because you've got phones still going, people want stuff, and we're trying to make to demand. Making to demand is horrible. Selling from stockpile, now that's where the sweet spot is. So, now, on the end of that, Hedge has already left, so the last bit is all up to me. So, hopefully you enjoyed watching this episode. If you want to find any more of us, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. Also, if you haven't done so, please hit the subscribe. Most appreciated. Give us a thumbs up. That'd be wicked. No special Sunday video this week, but we will see you again next Friday. Cheers.